Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United, and it's a rumours round Leeds video today. We're going to get straight into it. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to and you're new. We're on the way to 1,000. We're way off it, but let's see if we can get there by the end of the season. Who knows? So yeah, it's a rumours round Leeds video, and a couple of points to cover as well just at the end. But first and foremost, Ilan Meslier. Now, everybody's got a little bit of an opinion on Ilan Meslier as a Leeds United fan. Uh, Ilan would be, if he does stay, now the rumour is he's rumoured to be going. If he does stay, Ilan will be in his 6th season now at Ellen Road. I think he's still only 24. Although I didn't double check that before I came on actually, but 24 I think he is. And it's Marseille that are rumoured to be in for Ilan. Marseille, obviously French. His native country is France, of course. French playing in Ligue 1. Just recently been taken charge of by Roberto De Zerbi, former Brighton manager, of course. De Zerbi been in there a couple of weeks now, and it is rumoured. I think it's a Spanish outlet that are saying that they're saying that he might be in Marseille colours come the start of the season, which is disappointing for me. I mean, I think it is a Spanish outlet because Marseille have a Spanish keeper. I think that was more the sort of he might be moving on because Marseille are interested in Mez. So yeah, that was the reason behind the Spanish journalism people, Spanish journalists reporting it. That was the reason behind that. So yeah, basically, I don't think there's much in terms of any concrete stuff. The journalists that were reporting it did have quite a number of followers. That's what people tend to look on nowadays, isn't it? But and to see how legit these rumours are. I'm not surprised. I won't be surprised if there was interest in Meslier. Obviously, like I said, 24-year-old coming into his 6th season at Leeds United, still young for a goalkeeper. Plenty of experience, obviously, in the Premier League. Did well in the Championship last season. A lot of people didn't think he was going to stay, me included. But he came, he stayed, he knuckled down. I think he enjoys playing under Fark. Fark is what he was saying last summer, wasn't it? So, you know, I think he was all set to go, wasn't he? And then Fark came in and he changed his mind, probably. You're going to be number one, and he was. I think he only missed a couple of games in the whole season, was the Golden Glove winner for the Championship. Yeah, he won that, most clean sheets. I think he got 17. Anybody in the comments want to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he did get 17 in the whole season. And I know people have an opinion. Like I said, everybody has an opinion on him. And my opinion is he's all right. He's not that good. He's better than a lot of people probably make out, including myself. But I think ultimately, I think Meslier would be one that you would say, hang on, if Marseille can stump up a bit of money for this fella, then we're going to accept it. I think that's the same with all the players, to be fair. But Meslier, I think, is one of the sort of remaining assets, if you like, in the Premier League. There was talks when we were in the Premier League about him going to the top end Premier League sides, wasn't there? He's a good shot stopper, is Meslier. I think he kind of he fails a lot of the time on things like corner kicks and can't seem to catch the ball really. I don't think maybe he's not allowed to catch the ball for some reason. I don't know, but he doesn't seem to like to do it anyway. But yeah, I don't mind him. Look, I think if he stayed another season, it's fine. It's good. He's got a season in the Championship just last season. He did well, Golden Glove winner, like I said, and I think he's a good basis to start in the goal. Really, he does more good than not in that division. You can argue all you like in the Premier League, but we're not in the Premier League, are we, at the moment? So I think he'll probably be fine if we can stave off interest from, the likes of Marseille. But that's probably a pull for him going back to France and playing top division football and getting his name in for the national team, because he has dropped out of the national sort of setup in the under 21 category under Thierry Henry. Um, but we'll see what happens. Really, let me know in the comments if you would be happy for Meslier to go, or do you want to see him stay? And like I said, I think he's a good base to start from in the net for next season. Knows how the championship. He's had 2 full seasons in the championship. We forget that he did play, was part of the promotion winning campaign in 1920. Obviously came in when that other goalkeeper, I know his name, I'm not mentioning it on purpose, obviously did what he did and got himself suspended. Meslier, even at that young age, I think he was 19 at the time, or 18, 19 at the time, he looked very good coming into that team for the last I think it was last sort of 8 or 9 games, wasn't it? Looked very good. So we forget about that season almost, but he had a full season last season, 3 seasons in the Premier League where he's number one. I think, we'll be demanding a decent amount of money for him if Marseille can stump it up. But let's wait and see on that one. Another one that I'd like to speak about is Jamie Shackleton. Now, Jamie Shackleton, for me, can just go straight away. It's Sheffield United that apparently, some reports are saying that he's agreed a deal to sign for Sheffield United. I think Adam Pope, I saw saying that Sheffield United were interested. So I think I take that a little bit more as that's probably what's actually happening, other than they've actually agreed a contract with him. Obviously, he's in the last year of his current contract, so he's free to talk to other clubs if he wants to do that. There is an offer on the table from Leeds United, but he's yet to sign it, so he's obviously looking around for other options. And you can't blame Jamie, because you know he's recently, obviously he's got a little family now, and he needs to look at the best option for his career. And it's not sat on the bench or not even in the squad at Leeds United now. I know he's a Leeds lad, he's a Leeds fan, he's been there since he was young. We talk about Meslier, but Jamie Shackleton, I think he was even the season before Meslier, wasn't he? He was Bielsa's first season. He was a youth product coming through when Bielsa in his first year of Bielsa saw something in Shaq that he liked, and he thought, let's throw him in. And not certain how many appearances he has made actually off the top of my head for Leeds, but it's a decent amount, I suppose. Obviously spent the one before last on loan at Millwall in the Championship, came back to Leeds last season, didn't really get much of a look in really past the opening games in the season, was used very sporadically by Fark, and even though he would reiterate how much he liked him, he just wouldn't use him. And I don't think he's got the quality really. He's got the endeavour, he gives a lot of effort, does Jamie, and you can't aim that he doesn't at him. He definitely does, but I think the quality that we want, in Sheffield United, I've seen some people on sort of social media saying, how on earth has he swung that? Because Sheffield United obviously just coming down from the Premier League in the Championship as well. So I don't know, but there's obviously something that they like in him. He's very versatile, is Shackleton, but I think for what we want, we need better quality of squad really, and I wouldn't be, like I said, he could go for me with my best wishes obviously, but he can go. I don't think he'll be. It sounds horrible, but I don't think he'll be missed too much really in the team. He might be around the place. Nobody knows what he's like personally unless you do, but and what he's like around the club and everywhere. But what we see on the pitch, I don't think he'll be missed, will he really? But there you go. Sheffield United look set maybe to sign Jamie Shackleton. And then we've got it's all outgoing stuff today. The departure lounge is getting crowded for Leeds, but just one more to say before we wrap up. Diego Llorente, I think, is on the verge of maybe signing for Real Betis or Rome. I think Roma have put a sort of loan offer for him on the table. Betis are looking at a permanent move, and whether it's his preference to go and back to his native country, which is of course Spain, and play in La Liga as opposed to Serie A in Italy, like he has done for the last 18 months. Who knows? But it would be a permanent deal that Real Betis are looking at doing with Leeds United. I don't think he'll ever play for Leeds again. Obviously, he hasn't played for us for some time. A lot of people, again, wouldn't bat an eyelid if Diego Llorente left. Let me know in the comments if you're one of them. But I certainly am, to be fair. I like Diego, but he's never coming back, and I honestly don't really know how he forced his way into that Spanish national team setup, to be honest with you. But there you go. Strange things can happen in football, can't they? So that's that. And then just a couple of bits of news to wrap up. Obviously, Sonny Perkins, another departure. Sonny Perkins has gone on loan to League One Leyton Orient back in London. I think he started in Leyton Orient as a youth lad. East London, London, back in London for Sonny. Hopefully that does him good, because he's had a torrid time with Leeds, really. I think he's only had 2 or 3 appearances. No, I think he's played 4 actually, but he never played in the Premier League for Leeds. Always in the Cup, scored 1 goal, didn't he? Saved us at Cardiff City when we were Premier League, they were Championship. Saved us in a 2-2 draw, brought it back to Ellen Road. I don't think he played in that replay, which we won 5-2. But he got us there. He scored that goal that equalised the game, 2 apiece. He also played just a minute. He was a substitute for the opening game of the season, ironically against Cardiff City at Ellen Road last season. He played the last minute of that 2-2 draw. So he seems to like playing in 2-2 draws with Cardiff City. Maybe that's in his contract. He's only allowed to play in 2-2 draws with Cardiff City. I don't know. For Leeds United, I don't know. But he went on loan to Oxford, didn't he? Start of last season. I don't know if he fell out with the management or what, but he was returned to Leeds in January. He cut the loan spell short. And Daniel Farke basically said, yeah, he's not going to play from January, so he's just been sitting around. I don't think he's really had much time in the under-21s either. So it'll do him it's the best thing for him, going back home as it was for him, and hopefully he can get some goals and game time in League One this season for Leyton Orient, and let's just wait and see how he gets on. But good luck to him back at home in London with Leyton Orient. And the final bit of news is Leeds United have been drawn against Middlesbrough, fellow Championship side Middlesbrough, in the opening round of the Carabao Cup. I'm not sure, I can't remember when it is, sometime. I think it'll be sandwiched in between the first 2 fixtures of the season, potentially. So he'll be playing. We'll be playing them at Ellen Road. I'm sure Bill will be possibly lining up for Middlesbrough. A return to Ellen Road sooner than he would have foreseen. I think Bill Ayling has played something like 136 games at Ellen Road, and he's only been on the opposition side once, which was, I think, a 1-0 defeat when he was playing. Well, a 1-0 win for Leeds, but a 1-0 defeat for Bill when he was playing for Bristol City. I think it was a game in January of 2016. So quite a little while ago, 7.5 years or so ago, or 8 years or whatever it is, for Bill to come back and play as an opposition player in Ellen Road. That is what he'll be doing in this Carabao Cup game. I assume it'll probably be a Tuesday night fixture on midweek, like I said, in between the opening 2 games of the season. Go and have a look at it. It's I've just completely forgotten the date. I haven't even taken the date into consideration. So there you go. That's great research, isn't it? What can you do? Hey, but that's it from me today. Like I said, lots of departures. Not much going on in terms of incomings, so we'll wait for that. But it'll get going as soon as the Euros and things finish, won't it? I think that'll be when it really starts to ramp up in a few weeks' time. But thank you very much for watching. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.